Play this. Look at me not knowing. Oh, here it is. I'm stupid. I can't read. Why can't I read?
Hey, my question for you is quite simple. Why can we not all just love each other? Why do we all have to just find some reason to like go against each other? I'm not saying we as in individuals, but we as a human race, we always find a reason to hate one another, and I think they should just stop. Don't know why it hasn't. Love you. Thanks for existing. Bye.
Cool. So, in my opinion, why that is, it's because of just the kind of animal that we are. As far as we're not too different from other, you know, creatures. It's just we evolved into this really unique niche of sentience. And the reason why we have to do that, the reason why we have to come up with stuff to, lack of a better term, hate each other is because of resource scarcity. So back in not that long ago, resources were incredibly scarce. And human beings figured out that we can't go it alone or the environment's going to fuck us up. So we gathered into small groups that we identified as the same, like type, hair color, skin color, that kind of thing, and region that you came from, and we, these tightly knit groups, so we could acquire resources and dominate our environment. So when we come into contact with other evolved apes who don't necessarily 100%, look or sound like us, who are also competing for resources, then we're gonna fight. We're gonna war. And that's pretty much what it boils down to. And the same reasons why we act the way we do now is because of resource scarcity. But the thing is that now, in the year of our Lord 2022, and it's been this way for quite a while, resources are no longer scarce. Like, scarcity is completely artificial at this point. It's completely manufactured. We have to have resource scarcities to really coerce you into selling your labor. Capitalism, you've heard it before, it's the meme, but capitalism is the end boss. Capitalism requires a loser, requires somebody to blame of why you're not doing well, so it gives people an excuse of they can hoard resources. But that is in my opinion, it's a very Star Trek mindset. If you ever watched Star Trek, how they've evolved past want. And if our civilization, our human society ever evolves past want and just shares resources that people need, then we won't have as much bullshit going on in the world to deal with. But we can't do that without redistributing wealth. We can't. Because even if, like, I'm biracial, right? So I'm black, but my mom's white, my dad's black. Even if we browned up the world, we would find there would, it's the Dr. Seuss book, the Star-Bellied Sneetches. They're both Sneetches, but some have stars and some don't. And we would just find something else to divide ourselves without sharing resources. But if nobody has to worry about that, then we just won't. We're lazy by design. We won't go to war. We won't risk our lives. We won't kill and maim and risk, prison time if we're not concerned about where our next meal's coming from or where we're going to get housing. A perfect example of this, you ever lived in a house do you have cats and dogs? I had cats, dogs, and a rabbit at one point. Rabbit's a prey animal, right? Cats go into the rabbit hutch and sleep with the rabbit. The dog snuggles up with the rabbit. Why does this happen? This is not natural. These are two predators and one prey animal. How can they exist in the same space? It's because we've taken all resource scarcity away. The dog knows he's going to get fed twice a day. Cats know they're going to get fed. They know they're going to have clean water. That rabbit's no longer on the menu. That's how it works. I would say it's an actual good reason per se. We aren't living to survive mostly anymore, but I think it's not applicable. It's applicable, but now I get. I'm saying that more things like hating groups of people for actions of a few in a group of generations ago. I can think of a few sources of racism that they can track to exactly that. It's just bothersome to me that it was okay. I'll give you an example. Immigration in the United States. I don't know where you live. Live in the U.S.